and I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
Calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once.
As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
No. Good. Hey guys, TheElusiveMad here, and we are back with more Beacon Pines. So we've just found out, like, some interesting truth about Gran. That she's really Luca's mom. And now we're doing, I guess, a flashback sequence to 7 months ago. To, I guess, find out what happened to her? Or... Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest.
She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering.
So Deep Engineering is where we found who the one body was.
No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen.
Tempus liquamen. So that's the source.
There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed.
Fail?
Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching.
Whatever they're trying to figure out, it's not working.
She was out of time.
Oh no.
Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod.
Strange? Oh no, it's probably a bad idea.
She dashed over and dove inside.
Oh no. So, that was 7 months ago? I'm like, where am I? Or is this also this is also still 7 months ago? I'm so confused. And that is what change is all about. Oh no, we just came from the hole. I have to remember where we are on this timeline. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. And I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me? I will not. We're just like, nope. This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
I mean, that does sound like a very outlandish accusation. Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated... Miss Harford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please. Ugh. Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Why? Aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one disturbed. You two-timing clown. None greed. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is. Solomon? That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Wait. Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. The ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter. Your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I'll take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Is this? You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed
Kerr
upon.
gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Is Eleanor got older? Was he working on something to make himself younger? Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
What?
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd.
What?
This is a story about change.
Is it about change? Because it seems like... What? No. Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. The festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? It's a celebration, people! Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, do be a dear and reveal the sign. Ha! Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. I'm glad you're back, so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr.
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward! Does anyone else have something to
A
contribute?
helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Do you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools? You people should be celebrating my return. You clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy, I give you both the greatest gift a parent could give. The opportunity to prove yourself in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. But I... Sounds Augustus. An adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you could just live forever? But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would be possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because you left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I'm willing to share the spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? Ha! You think that puffed-up Blathers kit would have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I need a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrate my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk the town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Of course he did. Let's see it. What you got? Patrick C. Montague, thespian extraordinaire, at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for the opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait. So this Bill Kerr was a Pat C the whole time? Now that your secret's out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha, the young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently. You might have had your moment of triumph. That's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man could do, given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business.
But...
Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties.
But didn't
Beacon Pines became famous.
The foul harvest occur.
A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer.
Oh no.
The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now.
But like, so like even if like the winters become longer and longer, but like I guess they're not like the insta-freeze like happens at the source? Is that... I don't know, I feel like the planet's just gonna freeze over in the end and then Sharper's just gonna be there frozen? Because, like, his eternal youth can't really save him from the elements?
You can feel it, right?
We're almost
can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
So we're missing an option here, but we have Malice here. Alright, we're gonna hit him with some Malice. Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed his stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luke could sense something eating away at him. There was a blank lurking behind those eyes. Malice.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes. Like a trap ready to spring.
Oh no.
Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder.
I think this is after we went to the factory and Rollo left, but ahead of me? Is that where I am?
Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
We gotta run. I just want this to all be over. Of course, I'm sure we'll all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rollo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Okay. Of course. Luca. You know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Run away! Run away! We got out of the lion's den, the dog's den, These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree, this is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad, it's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It'd be a shame if someone...
The two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
What's his plan? To unveil it now? Identify yourself, please. Melody Modewell. I work here now. I'm unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Let me in! Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is, we'll love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me? Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Caw, you joker. We're all part of this together. You let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. Whoa. You gotta wrench the noggin sneaking up on a guy like that. Don't scare a man while he's junkin' Sonny. Sorry, Jeff. Isn't it kind of late to be junkin'? Might as well ask you the same thing of you. Find anything good? Bah, ever since Perennial Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person by looking at what they throw away. With this bunch, it's all shredded paper and coffee cups. Well, I'd better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. So Nellie going into there, is that important at all? Can I talk to you? No, okay. What are you doing over here? Hey, Jetson. Have you seen Rollo come this way by any chance? Afraid not. And as elusive as the fish in this here pond. You said it. Oh, Rolo! Rolo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rolo! Rolo, wherever you are, I hope you're
Luca
okay.
felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
Oh.
Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source.
The source?
He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember.
How do we know to come
Luca
here?
stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket.
What?
A keepsake.
A keepsake?
The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together." Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what?
Yeah.
Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear.
No.
"Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me."
I'm okay, fair. In a way, he's
Luca
real.
turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone." Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed.
So what is it, like, he in a way has an option that goes towards helping perennial harvest and sharper?
"I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo."
Because my doppelganger's been, like, in the hazmat suit.
Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Is it Rolo? Please let me... are you in
A
there?
commanding voice rumbled from below.
No, nobody's home.
Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Oh no.
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small.
Okay.
Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight.
Significant
Keeping
weight.
his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony.
Who is
As
it?
his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze.
Uh-oh.
A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Who is this? Okay. I thought it was Nuncreed coming for me. Stop right there, or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are
The
you?
large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rolo. Nice try. I know you aren't Rolo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it's really you, prove it. Flamin' chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something
But-
about him was undeniably Rolo.
Yeah.
Only bigger. Older.
For a second I thought it was Roxy, but because Roxy's, the bigger version of Rolo, but yeah, no.
Changed.
Considering we know about all these other people who have aged weird. How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into some more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where'd they take you? Don't know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. Think it was an underground lab or something? Made my hands all big. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rolo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet too? Dang, Paul just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Yeah. Holy Toledo! Rolo, what did they do to you? Maybe drink some sort of green crud? It actually wasn't too bad. It kind of tastes like licorice. It's black. Bleh. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you. We're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome! Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger, ha!
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
He's ready. He's ready to go. He's like, I'll take them all on. But that spot in your hair is blue. It wasn't blue before? Is this one where she got splashed in the face a little bit and it turned white? Hey fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Take cover! Did I come in at bedtime? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So, you're just hanging out here with your, large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a bit old. I'll have you know, this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How'd you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
So... Okay. So it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try and salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay, alright. I dig it. I like the blue. It looks good. Okay. Just need to play it cool. And hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is gonna take forever to grow out. You're the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is, and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough for her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. People are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. You can pick a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival, but not another peach.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey, but that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. We're gonna have to save this for another time. But, this is interesting. What else? What other curious things have happened? Why is so they made him drink the stuff that in the other time Sharper Valentine drank from the puppy to his older self? Why? Were they still testing it? I don't know. Guess we'll find out next time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys are enjoying the series like I am. This story has so many twists and turns like I definitely did not anticipate aging potions at all. If you did, let me know. I want to know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.